Trump has unveiled more henchmen as nominations for his cabinet, with the MAGA loyalist Kash Patel as his new FBI director. The president-elect announced Patel to the job tonight on Truth Social with a post that said, "I'm proud to announce that Kash Patel will serve as the next director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Kash is a brilliant lawyer, investigator, and America First fighter who has spent his career exposing corruption, defending justice, and protecting the American people," Trump said on Truth Social. Patel's past proposals have included dramatically limiting the FBI's authority. In his memoir, Government Gangsters, Patel called for an eradication of what he called government tyranny within the FBI by firing the top ranks. The son of Indian immigrants, Patel is a former defense lawyer and federal prosecutor who caught Trump's eye after he became a senior counsel to the House of Representatives Intelligence Committee in 2017. He was hired by Trump as a national security aide in 2019, and a year later was appointed chief of staff to the head of the Pentagon. As well as his 2023 memoir, Government Gangsters, he's published 2 pro-Trump children's books. One of the titles, The Plot Against the King, features a villain, Hillary Queenton, trying to depose King Donald, who is aided by a wizard called Kash, the Distinguished Discoverer. Another villain is called Keeper Comey, a thinly veiled reference to former FBI Director James Comey and his spying slugs, according to the book's blurb. Patel has often railed against the so-called deep state, which he, Donald Trump, and some conspiracy theorists believe is an unelected bureaucratic machine that secretly runs the country for sinister purposes. The rest of us just know it as the federal government. Patel has also excoriated the media, which he has called the most powerful enemy the United States has ever seen. He's also on the board of Trump Media and Technology, which owns the incoming president's social media platform, Truth Social. Patel reportedly has a consulting contract with the media company that pays him at least $120,000 a year. Trump also announced tonight his intention to nominate Charles Kushner, the prominent real estate developer and father of Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, as the next U.S. ambassador to France. In a post on Truth Social, Trump praised Charles Kushner as a tremendous business leader, philanthropist, and deal-maker. Charles Kushner is the founder of Kushner Companies, a real estate firm. His son Jared served as a senior White House advisor during Trump's presidency and is married to Ivanka Trump, the president-elect's eldest daughter. They disappeared after Kushner secured a $2 billion investment from a fund led by the Saudi Crown Prince, a close ally during the Trump administration, despite objections from the fund's advisors about the merits of the deal. Kushner has defended Prince Mohammed when asked if he believed U.S. intelligence reports that the prince approved the 2018 killing of American journalist Jamal Khashoggi, a Saudi dissident and Washington Post columnist. The prince has denied any involvement. In December 2020, Trump pardoned Jared's father, Charles Kushner, who had pled guilty years earlier to charges of tax evasion, making illegal campaign donations, and witness tampering. Prosecutors at the time accused Kushner of orchestrating a scheme to intimidate his brother-in-law, who was cooperating with a federal investigation into Kushner's activities. According to prosecutors, Kushner hired a prostitute to seduce his brother-in-law and secretly recorded their encounter in a New Jersey motel room. The recording was then sent to Kushner's sister, the man's wife, in an attempt to discredit him. In 2005, Kushner pleaded guilty to 18 charges and served a 2-year prison sentence. The former New Jersey governor, Chris Christie, who prosecuted the case while serving as U.S. attorney, described Charles Kushner's actions as one of the most loathsome, disgusting crimes he'd handled. Christie has also suggested that Jared Kushner played a role in his removal from Trump's 2016 transition team. Charles Kushner's connection to Trump predates their political alliance, stemming from their shared background in real estate. Their families became further intertwined when Jared and Ivanka married in 2009. In nominating Kushner as US ambassador to France, the appointment will likely forge connections with France's far-right opposition leader, Marine Le Pen, who is also being prosecuted for misappropriation of European Parliament funds from 2011 through 2016. If she were to be convicted, a 2016 law imposes a mandatory sentence of ineligibility to run for 5 years. And now Le Pen's niece has recently founded her own political party aimed at becoming a new force in the country's growing right-wing bloc. Marion Maréchal announced the launch of the Identité Liberties, or IDL, of which she is president. "I decided to launch a political movement to contribute to the victory of the national camp," she said, referring to the right-wing alliance of parties which came close to seizing a majority in the recent French elections after coming first among the main 3 political alliances in the first round of voting back in June. The central and left-wing blocs eventually joined forces and selectively withdrew candidates in several areas to ensure the right could not win a majority in the second round, resulting in a hamstrung National Assembly with each political alliance taking about a third of the vote. National Rally, the far-right party originally called National Front and founded by Maréchal's grandfather, Jean-Marie Le Pen, bagged more than 31% of the vote in the National Assembly elections at the end of June, becoming France's largest party by vote share. While ideologically separate from National Rally, Maréchal said IDL will work as an ally and support Le Pen's presidential bid in the 2027 election. The new party says it aims to defend the French identity from immigration and from what it calls Islamization, as well as to promote France's Christian heritage. On the other hand, it also seeks to protect freedom of expression and free enterprise. Maréchal said the IDL would break away from the mental socialism that drives fiscal policies in France. It would also be anti-woke, the term woke coming from African-American vernacular to describe someone who is aware of social inequalities such as racial injustice, sexism, and denial of LGBTQ+ rights, harnessed also by the Republican Party here in the US. Should be a perfect match for Donald Trump and his outreach team of Kushner Sr., who owes Trump a debt of gratitude for his presidential pardon. I see this as another piece of the yellow brick road to the Heritage Foundation's plan for their far-right movement to obliterate liberal thinking on the world stage, aligning with Putin and Orban and other extremist political foes of America who all happen to have found an ally in Donald Trump. I'm Anthony Davis. You can find me on the 5 Minute News YouTube channel and podcast, on Wednesdays co-hosting Uncovered, and on Sunday on The Weekend Show with MeidasTouch.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.